Hey there, Capricorn. Time to do your energy forecast, and we're diving right in to use the charms as your overarching energy for the week ahead. So, charms are no different than oracle cards or tarot cards or anything else I might choose to use. It's just guiding me of what I need to share with you at this time for your greatest and highest good. And so for this week, we're pulling out a star. You see that there? Capricorn, it's a star, and it's a black star. So I actually feel like this is you reaching through some darkness you've had around you lately and finding your path to lighting yourself up, right? So lighting yourself up from the inside out. And I feel like that's been sort of like a dark night of the soul kind of a journey, learning about who you are, trusting and loving what you're finding. That's difficult, but well worth it. But let's break the week down just a little bit further. So this is the week of June the 2nd to the 8th, again working on the sign of Capricorn. This deck here is the Wisdom of the Elders Oracle, put out by one of my mentors, Sean Leonard, and we're going to pull 3 cards from here, just breaking your week down a little bit further, understanding that you coming through that dark energy, that where I feel like there was a sense of being lost and not knowing who you were or how you're meant to show up in this world. And I feel like you're sort of just starting to understand that. And that's where the star comes in. You're starting to shine your light and believe in yourself. That's what I'm getting for you, Capricorn. All right. So allowing yourself to see beyond the limits of what you thought was available to you or what you thought was for you. It is so much better than what you could possibly imagine, but I don't think you've seen that up until now. I think you're just starting to get an inkling, and it's there. Okay, hang on a second. This hasn't happened in a while, but let's go with it. So I definitely have this sense of this father or grandfather energy coming in right now. So I just want to tap into that. I do feel like it's grandfather. Grandfather is showing me fishing. Very outdoorsy grandfather. I definitely get that. I just definitely feel like this is a man that spent a lot of time out in nature. I do feel like fishing was part of that, but just maybe a part of that. It's not the entirety of it. So again, he would have done other things out in nature. There's a story about a spider. Okay, I don't know what that's about, but there's definitely I just definitely saw a spider. So there's definitely a story of a spider connected to your grandfather. Please know that whoever out there belongs with this grandfather, whoever this grandfather belongs to, if you resonate with 100% of the evidence that I'm sharing with you, then it's your grandfather. If you resonate with some of the evidence, but not all of it, perhaps there's a message here for you as well. So just please pay attention. So again, we've got a grandfather, very outdoorsy. There's a story about a spider connected to this grandfather. So there's going to be a memory of a story shared about a spider. And grandfather is also showing me, I do feel like he spent his later years alone, very independent, liked things his way. And not that he didn't have his friends and some close relationships around him, but I just feel like he was a super independent, single kind of guy in his later years, if you will. Strong-willed, strong heart, strong physically. I do feel like when he left, when he transitioned into spirit, I do feel like it was sudden and unexpected. I do have this sense of, it's almost like I get the sense of if he's suffering from health issues over here, and we expect that someday, some way, something connected to that is going to take him, boom, out of the blue comes something else and he's gone that way. So if this is your grandfather, I just need you to know that he's talking about the strength within, about how there's a family pattern here that you're breaking through. That's that dark night of the soul stuff. So I do feel like there's a familial pattern going on here that is being broken at this time. So there was words spoken over you when you were younger that you've come to take on as your truth. They are not your truth. And there's an encouragement here from grandfather to break through all of that and let your star shine is what's coming through. All right. Please, if this is your grandfather, would you please let me know in the comments below? He's a lovely gentleman, but I also feel like he could be a bit of a tough nut to crack. Not super easy going, but a big heart, just not always showing how big-hearted he was. And I feel like it was hidden behind a tough exterior. But there's definitely a sense of there's an inner strength here that you can lean on at this time and really wants to help you break the family pattern and allow yourself to see yourself as the star that you are. All right. Wow. All right. Grandfather, thank you so much for coming in, and let's get back to your reading. All right. So for the beginning of the week, we have the spirit plate. It's the offering. I actually feel like this is you offering yourself up in some way to the spirit communication coming in. So honoring that, whether you do this by setting an extra plate at the table and inviting your loved ones and ancestors to join you at your meal, whether it is taking a piece of ribbon and tying it to a branch of a special tree or bush that means something to you outside and sending your prayers to your loved ones in spirit. Some way I just feel like you're offering an honoring to them and recognition to your loved ones in spirit. Maybe it's this grandfather. Maybe for a day you put his pipe and slippers out, or maybe he's included on the altar that you're building. Whatever it may be, there's a sense of you offering in some way to honor the spirit world. All right? All right. And this could be whether this is your grandfather or not. Let's be clear here. This doesn't mean it's only for those people that are going to resonate with the message from grandfather. This is for all Capricorns that this reading resonates with, right? Again, it's not going to resonate with everyone, but regardless of whether or not that was your grandfather, there's still this energy of you honoring your ancestors, all right? Honoring your loved ones in spirit in some way, shape, or form, which is merely, usually, simply acknowledging them and their existence, all right? All right, and then we get into the tobacco sacred medicine. Tobacco is one of the 4 sacred medicines according to the indigenous peoples. And this one in particular is talking about reciprocation. So it's almost like as you give your trust and faith and honor to the spirit world, you get that trust and faith and honor right back at you, reflected back at you in the people and circumstances that you are surrounded by this week. All right. And I do believe all of it tying together is helping you to shine ever brighter, Capricorn. And then, yeah, look at this. At the end of the week, we've got the wolf. There's a little bit of humility here. Listen, it's okay to say that you were wrong. It's okay to say that you've changed your perspective. It's okay to say that, I know I believed this before, but I'm not so sure I believe that anymore. You're allowed to change. You're allowed to become yourself. And if that means letting go aspects of yourself that you never truly felt in alignment with anyway, then nobody gets to hold you to that. Nobody says, look, that's who you've been, that's who you've always been, that's who you will always be. Nope. You get to be who you decide you will be. And again, with your working with your ancestors and loved ones, and you're putting in that honor and respect, and you're seeing that reflected back to you, it's okay to say, hey, I know I did this in the past. That was based on who I thought I was, or who I thought I needed to be. I understand now that's not who I am. And so I'm changing. And I'm not sure how that looks for me, but be watching. And I hope you're here to support me, because that would be honoring you. All right? A little bit of humility there. All right? You're allowed to say that you were wrong. All right. Blessed be there, Capricorn. I hope you have an amazing week ahead. If you'd like to know more about me, if you'd like to check into my one-to-one readings or my group offerings, you can look me up at leeshanks.com, or you can find me on Instagram or Facebook at intuitively. Blessed be one and all. Please go check out your June forecast, and I hope to see you back here next week. Take care. This is Intuitively signing off.